Howdy dorks. Hello, hello. How's it going? Hello, Orion. How's it going? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy cat is awake and looking at me. But I'm going to give a reassuring slow blink so she goes back to sleep. Go, shh. Sleep. Settle. Hi, how's it going? Doing well, good. Excellent. Oh, a resub, JM, hello. 25 months. What the heck? What the heck? That means you've been subbed for as long as I've been affiliate, haven't you? We just had our 2-year affiliversary last week. So yeah, you've been here the whole dang time, haven't you? Best vibe stream, I appreciate that. Thank you. You were there. I appreciate you. I don't know if I ever say, I feel like I never say it out loud enough to everyone really, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. This has definitely made the last 25 months more enjoyable on my end to have the same faces kind of showing up again and again. I don't know. I like that. That feels like I'm doing something, right? It's not just 3 people wandering in and wandering out, and it's just, which is fine, but, some of you are sticking around. Some of you are sticking around, and I think that's kind of cool. I see some VOD watchers that are sticking around, too. Don't think I don't see you. Don't think I don't see you out there. I appreciate you, too. How's it going, everyone? It is a Monday. It is a heck of a Monday. I've already given up on technology today. Just coming into this, just so you know. We've had VR headsets. Oh my god, so dumb. It's not even the VR headset that's giving me agitation. It's the batteries. Just freaking batteries. I'm over it. This little community is my fave. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that we've been able to make something interesting here. Because I can't make a community alone, right? I can kind of try to attract the people I'm trying to attract, but I can't just make a community, right? So that's on you. That's all y'all who's done that. So good job. Today we're going to continue playing Dwarf Fortress. We are still in adventure mode. I don't think we're going to be in adventure mode for this whole stream, is kind of my guess. At the very end of last stream, we had made our way down to the other goblin capital, the third one, the one that we hadn't visited in adventure mode yet. And we've been finding a whole bunch of prisoners out on the outskirts. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, what's going on inside the castle, the goblin castle, but we're not going in. We've been finding a bunch of prisoners on the outskirts and kind of adopting them. Most of them are elves. We've been finding a bunch of elves, unarmed elves, and asking them to join us, and they've said yes, and we're gonna bring them back. They're gonna be our new friends. So I'm gonna try not to get in too much trouble, because they cannot defend themselves. They do not have weapons. They do not have armor. They barely have clothing. So if we get attacked by necromancers again, it's just going to be a bad time. So I'm gonna see if we can get them back to the fortress, and then maybe hop back in fortress mode and see if we can figure out what's going on. You trouble? Never. Yeah, never. I'm never just seeking out trouble intentionally all the time. That's not me. It's a Dwarf Fortress. You don't have to look for it. You do not have to look very hard for it. I'm hoping. It's good to see you. It's good to see you too. Welcome in, Lanix. Hope your Monday's going well. It is warm here. It's already warm here again. I hate it. One of the things that we were dealing with, not last stream, well, I guess partly last stream, but also the stream before, is we were sending our squads out onto the world map and taking over sites, and we were successfully taking over sites. We successfully took over both of the necromancer towers, both north and south of our fortress, and we took over a goblin trench site. but then like our people weren't available to come back. Like I couldn't even request them back. They just kind of went MIA. So part of what I was hopping into adventure mode here was to see if we could like kick some things loose and see if we can activate those systems again. Maybe we'll get migrants, maybe we'll get caravans, maybe our friends will come back. We'll see, right? Yeah. Following each other? Yes, both watching Quendolph. I did see that Quendolph is streaming. I still need to like actually sit down and watch one of her streams. Hopefully that was good. I get the impression those are good streams too. And also chill, right? We're just gonna kind of hop into it here. Today's episode is brought to you by Little Lizards. Look at them go! And my viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, all the buttons. Just some buttons. Just be a nice little lizard and press some buttons, and I'll be happy. Lots of good DF streamers. I agree. I definitely agree. Dwarf Fortress streamers are a cut above. But it's, you know, it's easy when the game you're playing is amazing. Thankful that generally Dwarf Fortress and Football Manager are nice places on the whole, yes. I'm happy for that too. I guess you obviously spend more time in Football Manager world than I do, but I could, as an outsider, I could imagine that potentially not being a very friendly community. It could be a little, maybe a little sweaty, you know, maybe a little elitist in that kind of a setting, but they're not. They're just good, right? I was watching you posted in my Discord the what's his name playing the horse girl game. And that was good. That was very good. Maybe post a link here in chat for people if you want. That was a good one. Anyway, here we are. We are Reg, legendary organizer. We are organizing legendarily. We have our fancy sword. We have all of our gear. We have a bunch of skins that we've been getting off of the things that we've been killing because we have no leather back home. There's just no leather back at our fortress, so we're picking some up while we're out. But then we've been finding all these friends, right? We got a goblin who does have an axe. And then I think one of them's a human, or one's a dwarf, and the rest of these are elves. Well, there is one human. There's one goblin, one dwarf, one human, and the rest are elves. That's kind of what we're doing right now. There's a current collab between 20 Football Manager streamers, but a handful of them are mostly FIFA, EAFC players, and my word, they are not the same. One of them just caused massive drama. We don't get that generally. Interesting. Yeah, see that's interesting just because it's like the same genre of game even, right? I can understand why a game like Dwarf Fortress would attract the kinds of people that attracts, but I would assume that like the FIFA games and the Football Manager games would attract kind of the same crowd, but I don't know. Sounds like not. That's odd. That's odd. Who knows? Here we are. This is the Goblin capital, right? We're down here on the south end of the world. Our fortress is up here, Lashbow. This is the evil fortress. Leopardbends is way up here. And we are down here. There's a Goblin capital here that we've been to. There's a Goblin capital here that we're at right now, and then there's a Goblin capital way down here. Actually even further south, right? I want to say it's like down here. And that's the 3 Goblin civs. So yeah, and you can see the world is just on fire right now. The whole southern end of the world is just Goblin Town. Just the way that the world generated, right? There's 1 Goblin civ at the middle and then 2 in the south. So the south end is getting like the brunt of it, and then we live up in the north, where it's all nice and peaceful. So that's kind of cool. I think we're gonna continue on, right? So we've been going clockwise around here to all these blue dots and finding all the friends we can find. So I'm gonna continue that trend. Not everyone's been coming with us, but several of them have. So here's just a random goblin. So you're probably not going to join us, right? The only people who've been joining us are the ones that actually say prisoner. So yeah, you say hello, and then if I say, do you want to join me? My duty is here. Yeah. So no. That's been the typical thing. Oh, but like there's more sound over here. There's a bunch. Hey, look, it's a dwarf. Are you a prisoner? You are a prisoner. Hello, dwarf. Please help me. Yes, I will help you. Ask what happened. Actually, I'm curious. What did happen? I don't remember clearly. Got it. Join me and be rescued. Thank you. You're welcome. It's literally that easy. Okay. And then I'm curious if anyone's over in here. There's another elf and another goblin. You're a prisoner. You're not. Please help me. And join me. Okay. I'm curious if there's a limit on how many people we can recruit in this fashion. Because, like, if you're asking people to just join you on adventure, you have, like, a leadership score, like a leadership skill. And the number of people that you can recruit to your cause is capped by that skill. But I don't know that prisoners work the same way. Hello, lizard man. I am Aslot Wraithmoist. It's a good name. I'm guessing you don't want to join us. My duty's here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You stay here. You have fun in your little hut. I'm just gonna make sure everyone is following. And then everyone's here, right? I see everyone. Everyone's visible. I don't want to leave anyone behind. See, the dots keep changing as we do this as well. I don't really know what that means. Football Manager is much more on the strategy storytelling spectrum. That's true. Or FIFA and EAFC is much more competitive esport with all that toxic culture and some outspoken drama merchants. Drama merchants is a great term for it. I smell sturgeon. Oh, down here. Okay. The amount of information that this game gives you is fantastic. I think you're right, though. I think the fact that the focus is on storytelling, I think has got to be significant, right? Because we're not here to win anything, right? We're just doing stuff. A thick-lipped prisoner. This is our first kobold. This is a kobold prisoner. Please help me. Yes, you come with us. Join me. Thank you. Who are you? Oh, we have to we can't introduce ourselves to a prisoner as the first conversation, so we have to say goodbye and then reintroduce ourselves. Hello, I am Malik Insectwoods. Excellent. Where do you come from? We can't even look at like your civilization or anything like that. Oh well. You're ours now. You're along for the ride. And then there's a door in here somewhere. Or it's just empty. I guess that's also a possibility. I assume it's just the one. I mean, there is a fire down here. Literally just a fire and a hut. Okay. And then it's gone. Yeah, interesting. I understand a fair bit about how the systems in this game work, but these things, like adventure mode things where like these civilizations are doing things in the background as we move around, a lot of it's still a mystery to me. You're empty. Oh, there's another one up here. And see, like some of these sites have like 4, some of them have 1. I'm curious what affects that. There's even 2 fires here. Nope. It's just all empty. Okay. And then potentially the last one. Oh, up here, I see. They're all just talking to each other. And then nothing in that one, and nothing in that one. Interesting. Okay, well. I don't even have like any gear around. It's just like, it's literally just little tents. These are made of walls, but these are like the equivalent of tent, right? It's a linen wall. All right, well, let's take stock here real quick. We lost Asmer. F's for Asmer, that happened last stream. We have Mato, and then so we have, I guess I just want the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We made 13 friends here. Which for reference, our fortress has like between 30 and 40 total. So that's not nothing. This is a significant increase over what we had, even if we just get back to our fortress from here. I think that's kind of be what we do. I don't know that I need to go. Like, we went to all these places. These places had other people, like other goblins. They didn't have more prisoners. I definitely don't want to go in, right? We should visit this someday, but not with a whole bunch of unarmed friends, potential friends. I'm gonna save real quick. Now that we have potentially all our friends, I'm gonna save. Short story that illustrates it. A guy A I follow noticed another player B had signed a guy who was horrible in real life in their team. So just messaged the organizer saying, I just don't want that on my channel, so I'll just skip that game when it comes to it. And the organizer said, don't worry, I'll tell him not to play that player. Then B did, so A disconnected, as he said, and just skipped that game and carried on, but B went on a tirade creating hate videos. Yeah, that sounds right. Telling A to suck his balls and then play Hitler if he was a good footballer. My gosh. My gosh. Got kicked out of the tournament for it, and all his followers to harass A. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Upstanding. Yeah. What do you do? What do you do? I forget people like that exist because it's so far away from what we do, right? That's the trick with just the internet in general, right? Like it's so easy for certain kinds of voices to become very loud, you know? And it's hard to get a sense for like how predominant a viewpoint is when it's just being amplified like that, right? It's not like, oh, we feel uneasy. Oh, are we gonna have a bad time? It's like nighttime even. I can't see anything. A bunch of blood just got washed off me, so it's raining. I smell dwarf. Where are we? We're just kind of out here in the middle of nowhere. This isn't where we found those necromancers last time. Interesting. This could potentially be bad. I'm just gonna... They're all in the rain, so we're all mad because we're in the rain. I'm just gonna like let time pass. Oh, I hear something over here. Is this someone? Oh, a dingo person. Dingo people. Now I smell goblin. No quarter, a fat dingo man. We're being ambushed by dingo people. I don't know why. Apparently the dingo people are hostile. You are completely unarmed. You are also completely unarmed. All right, what did we think was gonna happen here? Like, imagine someone like Smitchell throwing slurs at you for building a temple to a frog god you didn't like in a succession fort, right? Completely unthinkable. Absurd on its face, right? Like, why? I wish the dingo people had cork hats. That would be kind of amazing. I would rather make friends with the dingo people. I would honestly rather make friends with them and then come home with us. Ask for a cease to hostilities. I don't even know if they're gonna talk. No, they're just gonna wail on our people. Oh, come on. The dingo people are wrestling the elves. Wow, okay. My goodness. Well, clearly they didn't yield, right? Did you even respond to my... I'm separated. I don't think they can even... How I long for the beautiful spectacle of war. Okay. I don't think they talk at all. They might not be able to talk. Oh no, here's, let us stop this pointless fighting. The elf latches on firmly. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, they're just not gonna respond. Okay, well. There's a dingo person right next to us, so I am going to do what I do best and stab in the head. And that kills the dingo person. Unfortunate for them, yes. Yes. This is a very unwise decision on the dingo people part. Like, yes, we look like a mostly unarmed group of people traveling across the wilderness, but one of us is very armed and very dangerous. And I don't think they quite understand what's going to happen here. Game's definition of neutral attitude is different to mine. Right? Like, yeah. They're attacking us neutrally. They're ambushing us neutrally. I'm gonna do an ice bolt down here against the one who's wrestling the dwarf. See if we can just kind of disrupt their wrestling there. Spinning icicle strikes the frail dingo woman in the arm, chipping the bone. Dwarf looks sick. Okay, good. Do you think we can make it through this? I don't even know how many dingoes we're fighting. That's really the trick. It is dark and we do not have night vision, so I don't even know the extent of what we're dealing with here. Other than there's some more out here. Death, the horror. The dwarf is vomiting. I don't think any of our people have died yet. But now where are you? So I went one way and then they went the other way. So I'm gonna try to come back down this way. Dingo woman misses. Dingo woman misses. Dingo woman punches elf in the arm, bruising the muscle. So as long as they're just gonna like punch us, I don't know that that's too... I don't know that if it's just punching, then maybe we're fine. I'm gonna stab you in the head. And you die. And to pick up and throw some dingoes, that's true. Dingo man punches the elf in the body, in the lower body, bruising the muscle, bruising the guts. Yeah, that's less good. Looks sick. Dingo gives into pain. Dingo struck down. Misses the elf. Bruising the lung through the tunic. Goodness. I think my ice bolt's still on cooldown. So we're gonna try to wade through all of this. What a melee. What a melee we have suddenly found. This elf up here does not look to be doing too good. Prominent chin elf. You cannot stand, you're having trouble breathing, you are bruised all over. Okay. Well, we'll work our way up there. Combat, head, stab. Oh, and our goblin is doing some stuff over here. I see some entrails. I see some dingo entrails next to our goblin. So I think that's a good sign. Okay. And then we're still adjacent to one, so I'm just gonna combat the fat dingo man. With a stab in the head, and you die. We are very good at this. Elf latches on firmly. So now we're gonna come up north. I hope our people don't scatter. Our people might scatter. Combat, strike, head, stab. Can I butcher the dingo people? Can I get dingo people leather? Dingo person has been struck down. Dingo woman looks surprised. So one of the elves is charging at the dingo people. I see one left, and Mato here dealt with one, so that's a good sign. I might have Ice Bolt again. I have Ice Bolt again, so I'm just gonna shoot right here. Smack. In the upper arm, chipping the bone. Very good. Dwarf wretches, as is tradition. Dingo woman vomits. I'm going to combat the dingo woman with a head stab. And there we go. Okay, are we good? I think... we are out of combat. Are we all still here? Looks like we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that what we had before? I counted and then did not make a mental note of what the number was, but I think that's similar. I am curious if we can butcher dingo woman mutilated corpse. Yes, please. Get dingo woman skin. That's not an evil act. No one has a problem with this, right? Butchering ostensibly sentient beings and just taking their skin. No, not shout. Butcher. Get. Okay. It kind of seems like we're okay. Everyone's just hanging out here. Maybe we should rest. we're gonna sleep until morning. So that we can have, not traveling in the dark, but also maybe rest, heal some of those bruises and stuff. Heal our lung bruises with a quick nap. And then, yeah, I think if we view, you have no health problems. Which was the elf? Prominent chin elf? No, well, I want to introduce myself to you. Hello. You are Amiva. You have no health problems. Excellent. That was a very restful night, I guess. And we're all here, right? I'm gonna double check. This looks like all of us. I'm gonna drop another save. We did crash once last stream. The game has been better about crashing, but I'm still gonna be paranoid about it. The instant that I'm not paranoid about it is gonna be the instant that it's a problem again. So I'm just gonna keep being paranoid about it. But yeah, we can take on some dingo people. If they had weapons, that would have gone differently. If even one of them had a dagger, that would have gone differently. Okay, we're gonna try to avoid confrontations in general. There's all sorts of actors on the map, right? I think we can just... Yeah, I think we need to go a little east from here, but I'm going to do it up here. We're not going to visit the trenches. Yeah, I think we just need to cut straight across here. So some of these symbols are going to be us, right? In theory, these are the soldiers that we sent out. But they were just kind of doing their own thing. Oh look, it's a Quendelf raid. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome in. How's it going? This is Reg and his new friends. Vaughn kindly brought his chat over. Now you're here too. Excellent. Well, hello, Quendel's people. Hello. Wow, that was a good one. Hello, Vaughn's people. Welcome to this. Welcome to Reg's new friends. We're on adventure mode right now, but we're just heading into our fortress again. We exist within an evil forest. This is a goblin capital. You know. We were just down here at a different goblin capital and found a bunch of elven prisoners and rescued them, and now they're here with us. Because our fortress has been not blessed with migrants and such. So these are going to be our new fortress residents. I think we can just come up to our entrance up here somewhere. How was your stream, Quendelf? Feel free to go run off and do post-stream stuff if you need to. But I'm curious what you've been up to as well. We were actually just mentioning some of my people were like both in your chat like before I started. Quindle told us to bring biscuits, but I was in both streams, so I think that means I already ate the biscuits. Well, come on. My biscuits. My cabbages. Okay, here's our entrance. Here's our fortress entrance. I'm just gonna kind of let everyone gather in here. I think we still have all our friends. I think we're all here. We did lose a friend. The one person I brought from our fortress out to an adventure with us did die. Quite horribly. But I think we're just gonna retire here. I'm debating if I back up my save. No minced dog biscuits? Oh dang, yeah. We did skin some dingo people. We got ambushed by dingo people, and then I skinned them because we need leather. So I have a bunch of leather on me, or skins at least. I'm hoping they don't rot before we get back into fort mode. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna do a little bit of file management. Just to avoid bad things. Better to be paranoid about it, right? Sentient leather, right? I'm surprised it even let me. I'm surprised it let me, honestly. Oh, that goes there. Yep, okay, so that got done. And then I'm gonna go over to my game file. And then my backup folder. I have so many backups. I need to go through and like clean up my backups folder. I've been very diligent about making backups. Not very diligent about organizing backups. Okay, so going into my saves, I'm gonna copy and paste. So at the very least, we have this preserved in case something goes weird. Then we're gonna go back in. Can you actually get cabbages in Dwarf Fortress? Yes. Like human towns, like cabbages, right? Like you go to like a human town, and they'll have like a whole field of crops out there. I've seen cabbages in there like that before. Okay, so we're going to retire. Save to this timeline. Today I spent all day at work wanting to play a video game, but then I had stuff to do, and only now do I have time, but it's 10:35 and I'm too tired. Yes. The eternal struggle. I know what you mean. Did this work? Oh, and then like your screen is also not working, but you haven't missed anything. How do I... Because every time I minimize the game, I have to do this, not responding. It's a good thing I saved. Good thing I just backed up that save. Normally never see them. I mean, it's like they seem to like there'll be one crop that they really like, right? So it's like if you see a cabbage, you will see a million cabbage. And see, now I need to do this again. This one. There we go. But like they could also have a million carrots, or a million leeks, or a million all the other things. This is why we watch video game. Yes. Not even kidding. Right? Yeah. I clicked. Okay, this looks better. We make it back. We made it back. We're retiring our adventurers, and we're going to reactivate the fortress. And we're going to make all of those people fort critters. And we're going to hope that things aren't in complete disarray. I'm going to expect that some of our people have wandered off, and we're just going to have to hope that they come back. It's a very diverse fort. This is an incredibly diverse fort. I'll have to take a leak. Just give it a spin. Skip tutorial for sure. We're going to unretire Lashbow. And this says there's 29 people, and that's not going to count our new people, right? So maybe things are okay. I don't know. I'm curious how this is going to work. We also noticed while we were in adventure mode that we did not retain control of the necromancer towers. So I think we need to like do that again. But here we are. We have several kobolds, several experiments. We do have like Jeppum is here. I do recognize several of these. So we have like this is our squad of 5. So Nikom is the only MIA person. Otherwise, these were all empty. But this was a full squad. This one was a full squad. So I'm hoping that maybe those people will show up again someday. And then this is our timeout squad. Tugo is MIA. I did not send Tugo out on a mission, that's for sure. And then evaporated soldiers. Evaporated soldiers. Oh, this is our messenger. I put our messenger in a squad to make sure that the messaging happens. That's what it was. Did that all right? Because you are, or no. You're our messenger. I thought I had an experiment be our messenger. You're a guard you're just a guard captain. Okay, that's strange. We're just gonna have more weird things happen. Tell you what, I know what this feels like. The Halid tree, that's true. This is definitely very Halid tree coded. All the different populations within the world that no one else cares about, right? The experiments are basically misbegotten, right? They're not that far off. Not that far off. Misbegotten weren't like made intentionally by an evil being or anything, but they are like just weird little guys. Yes. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to use DF hack to turn these all into into citizens. So we're going to do a handful of make owns. Right, and we're just gonna do it to all of them. Even got a new kobold here. I was not expecting to find a kobold. They're all gonna immediately be grumpy, right? There's a couple here. We have a new goblin. Our goblin should definitely go in a squad. The elves, I think, are going to be nerds primarily. But Mato here, Mato gets a job for sure. And then here, Omiva. Zazit the dwarf. We now have another dwarf. We now have like a third dwarf. Keth a human. And Yawo the elf. There we go. We now have 42 people. Travel-loving misanthrope, yes. Hope they're cool with that. I hope so too. I've noticed that there's one personality trait that's interesting, especially in a fortress like this. We'll see if we can find an example of it. But like how well they tolerate people that are different from themselves is like one of their personality features, which will be different for everyone. Slow to trust others, tends to hang on to grievances, active sense of humor. It's like I don't see one either way here. Moved by art. Likes to take it easy, stubborn, active sense of humor, often nervous, very humble. Yeah, I don't see... She is a hardened individual. This is a hardened elf. Have you ever seen a hardened elf before? I'm not sure I have. Now he is too. Interesting. I guess the fact that they were prisoners in a goblin fortress for probably since childhood. These were probably all people who were abducted as children by goblins and raised by goblins in a goblin fortress. And now they're here. They're going to learn all the normal social norms and not be maladjusted in any way, right? Right. And then where's Reg is in here, right? Or Reg because Reg wasn't one of these people. You're already down. You're down in your room. Oh, and you just dropped off all your stuff. Excellent. 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 New social norms of this fort, right? We might have. We're gonna have to check. Like, we might have a similar number of elves to kobolds at this point. Isn't our dwarf peacekeeper goblin raised? Yes. We also rescued the dwarf peacekeeper from the nearby fortress. That is true. That is very true. We were checking that in Legends mode in Discord. He lives a fast-paced life. He sure does. Quite ambitious. Tendency to consider ideas and abstractions over practical applications. Does not have a great aesthetic sensibility. Where, I swear, it must not be a very common one. I know I saw it on some of the experiments here. Somewhat quarrelsome. He finds helping others very emotionally rewarding. He's often sad and dejected. We'll have to keep an eye out for it. But there's like one of the... Oh, and all our snakes. One of the personality things is like does not mind being around people of a different appearance. He is quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture. So there you go. So Ura is like more comfortable with it than average, which to me implies that maybe the average is not super tolerant, or at least not like, maybe not uncomfortable, but also not comfortable. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have to, I'm probably just gonna unpause and let them do their stuff. They're gonna have to do a bunch of their unretire stuff, like getting the food back in barrels, blocks back in bins, and that sort of stuff. All this stuff needs to go back into those bins. So that's gonna take a moment. But also like the furniture, right? We need to give our clan leader and peacekeeper their chests and cabinets again. Everyone else can wait. But this is our peacekeeper, right? Yeah, there's Iteb. Here's our former slave dwarf peacekeeper. Quick to anger, doesn't handle stress well. Excellent. Good choices. So the peacekeeper needs, I didn't export our work orders, did I? Oh, I didn't export the work orders. I might have to go load up the other save and do that real quick, because there's quite a few in there. But that's the thing we can do. So peacekeeper needs 1 chest, 1 cabinet. I totally forgot about that. Let's do furniture, chest, whatever's closest. There's your chest. Here's your cabinet. And then I think this is our clan leader, right? There's Sama. You need 2 chests, 1 cabinet? Boop, boop. Cabinet right there. Okay. I'm gonna quickly unpause, right? And then I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna load up a previous save with our fortress from right before we retired, so I can just grab the work orders, because it will take longer to enter them back in. We have like steel stuff going and all that. Okay. 1 moment, please. There we go. So I'm gonna go over, here's my backups. Here's my game folder. That goes there. This goes there. And then I want to say I just need to go back like to last week before retire. Should just be this one, right? So I'm going to call this, I'm going to rename this to Region 2. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Region 2, yes. We can also check, I mean, we can see things as they were right when we left, right? Here's our fortress as it was. Everything was in bins. It's not no more. And see, even if we even look, like we control Burn Post, Harsh Wings, and Lie Slit right before we went on adventure. And Evaporated soldier. I had Za. Yeah, Za's our messenger. So someone else got put in this squad and someone else became our messenger. Where's Za? What happened to Za? I'm just going to export this. This is experiments 131. Done. Quit. I'm just going to straight up remove that folder from the game folder, just so things don't get weird. I should probably reload if I changed things in there. I'm being paranoid. I'm being very paranoid. In case you weren't aware. Okay, yeah, perfect. The paranoid when the game always crashes? I guess not. I mean, you can be like correctly paranoid, right? I feel like I am appropriately paranoid, but I am paranoid. Okay, here we are. Now I can just import experiments 131. And there we are. Excellent. Got our paper making, got our steel making, got our food making. It's all in there. Okay. Now you're going to be happy when things get moved. Yeah, Shocker Suit and Siren. That's not how we had it. So is Za even here? Za is here. Za is our Reaper. We didn't have a Reaper assigned. I intentionally did not have a Reaper assigned. Do I fix that? I might fix that. I guess the other thing to check out here is, so now like Burn Post, no civilized population, Harshwings, no civilized population. So no one took over them. No one took them from us. There's just no one there now. Which I guess isn't the worst of things, right? Do we leave the Necromancer Towers unoccupied, or do we send someone out there to like keep it warm for us? Because if I just send like one person out there, I don't know that that's going to be enough to defend if the goblins decide that they want it. But we also don't have that many people to like send out and just control things. Has a population expanded any amount? Our population has expanded exactly as many as elves we just brought with us. We have our population has not increased in any other manner. In fact, it's probably gone down. There are some experiments that I think are out on the world map, and I'm kind of waiting for them to maybe wander back in. It's a shame you can't send out someone from Leopardbends, right? Like we could go reactivate Leopardbends and do it from there, but then we'd be playing Leopardbends again. We couldn't do it from here specifically. I am. What do I do? What do I do? I don't like this squad. I don't think this squad needs to exist. Can I just remove? Can you just delete a squad? You can just delete a squad, right? Disband the squad. I'm gonna say we don't need that squad. I'm gonna say that. Can I even make a? Or I can just make a vacant Reaper, and then turn our messenger back into Za. And now it's back the way it was. Let's just do that. And then our elves all just ran in. Mato here still has all of her stuff. You used to, so this person used to exist within one of the goblin civilizations. The random curses is one of them. You killed one dingo man. You're a proficient axeman. That's not bad. What if I just toss you? I'm just going to toss you in here. You're going to go into a squad with Reg. and you're gonna stick together. And then you're gonna immediately go take off all your stuff and go put on a uniform. What are you? Okay, Motto just got naked and ran out into the rain. Is there stuff out here? Why would there be stuff out here? Oh, there's a shield out here. Okay. People should listen to what I have to say. Yeah, why? There's just stuff out here. When you unretire, weird things happen when you go into adventure mode and unretire. Okay, so now you're just here. Oh, I doubt we have goblin-sized stuff. I doubt we have anything the size of a goblin to wear. That's gonna be an issue. You were just hanging out, which I guess is fine. Dodging demonstration. I'm separated from Stadir. I cannot give in to sadness. Yeah. You did just grab a toga. You just grabbed a toga. Interesting. So, actually, so if a dwarf, so dwarves and goblins are the same size as far as clothing is concerned. So a dwarf can wear thud-sized stuff, means that Motto can also wear thud-sized stuff, which I believe we have more of. There should be a bunch of steel gear in here. Like here, there's a steel breastplate right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let them figure it out. Knock out all the cobwebs. Just keep an eye on Motto here. Going down here to worship, or you're just not doing anything. Interesting. Oh, you're telling a story. Look, we got two of our new people telling stories here. And there are humans in here in our memorial hall, listening to the story. So Vachi the elf, did you just grab like the pigtail togas? I think those are the things that we've made. Troll fur tunic we did not make, but I think the toga we made. So they all just grabbed a bunch of clothes, which is good. I'm curious what story you're telling. I think we can see when you're done. Fawn is talking with an acquaintance. I told the story of the removal of the Limertham soldier Zycab from the position of peacekeeper, that thing we just, or no. Zycab is, yeah. How do you even know that? You weren't here when that happened, in winter of 126. You weren't here when that happened. How does that work? Zycab isn't even alive anymore. Zycab's one of these, or, oh, did you get that story from a statue? Which one's Zycab? One of these is for Zycab. Or we didn't even play Zycabs yet. How did that happen? Feel the elf blood on your skin. Oh, that's true. We did just bring a bunch of elves to a forest where it rains elf blood, like half the time. So that's kind of hilarious. These are all porcelain. There should be a couple of platinum ones left, right? Can I just... Platinum? No? I could have sworn we made... Yeah, there's Zycab. So why doesn't that work? Okay, well, here's a platinum statue for Zycab. Here's a platinum statue for Kanyar. There's like one more. Or we even have one for Reg. Why did we make one of Reg? Oh well. I mean, Reg deserves a statue, right? Why not? Reg is technically dead. Rig is still around, but not dead. Or he died, right? And we have one more to decorate, is what it looks like. Okay. Interesting. Talk about traumatic, right? I mean, honestly, the blood rain is like one of the more traumatic things that our residents have to deal with these days. And it has been significant. The effects that it's had on our mood has been significant. So you're listening to a story, you're telling a story. They're all just going to be in here telling stories, which I'm honestly okay with. They all grabbed clothing too. Clan leader reelected. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we're successfully back in fort mode here. We're gonna have to let everyone shuffle all this junk around. Like what are people up to right now? Listen to story, copying after burn post. Oh yeah, we have a library. We're copying books that we stole from the towers. There's equipment going on. There's praying going on. Oh, there's probably like new gods. The elves probably worship new gods that we don't have temples for. Alligators fighting a snapping turtle. Oh, there's stuff going on. Oh, there's alligators in here now. There weren't alligators in here when we left. There's a snapping turtle, an alligator, a toad, a bunch of alligators. Wow. Wow, and then that's all been there. We even have a visiting scholar. There's a peregrine. We still haven't seen more boars. We got like that first initial batch of boars, and then nothing after. I'm also curious. So this is our tanner, right? Yeah, here we go. We're making leather out of all those hides. Perfect. That is exactly what we want. Alligator leather. Yeah, I mean, the trick is going to be accessing them because it's in this canyon. I don't know how to attack those without being in danger. That's a question. That's gonna be a good question. Oh, we probably could fish more, but we have plenty, I think. We're probably gonna leave some. Why is this not? What? Why do these not? Oh, did the mud go away? Oh, the mud went away. The mud went away and I smoothed all this, so now there's no mud. Okay, I might have to hack some mud in there. Hello, Anthric. How's it going? We have returned to fort mode. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, but I'm going to let them all just kind of go on autopilot a little bit. Hopefully I don't regret that, but I will be right back. All right, I know what I can do. There's spectator mode, right? Spectate toggle. There you go. I have returned. Looks like not everyone's dead, so that's good. Somebody is fighting. What does that mean? Cave dragon is fighting. So someone is fighting means like someone hidden, right? I know that we have... there is one forgotten beast down here. Nalaz? Nalaz tumor swam. The bloated hollow is excellent. You did kill another forgotten beast, but I don't think that's you that's fighting right now. We do have a mamba and a cave dragon fighting. Cave dragon is fighting a peregrine. Oh. Where is this happening? Why is there a peregrine down here? Also, we had an artifact door and now it's just gone. I remember that. My goodness. Oh, you aren't... Are you getting sound? You're not getting sound, are you? I swear. I swear. Someone took a whole ass door? Right. Well, so when you retire and then unretire, artifacts that aren't on, like, display furniture just kind of go. They just get placed places. So I think that's... No sound all stream? Are you serious? No, there was sounds. There was definitely sound when we started. There was definitely sound when we started. I know that the, how do I do this? I know that the music in adventure mode doesn't go as frequently. So you should hear music now, right? It might be quiet, but it is going. OBS tells me you can hear it. Adventure mode time or something, right. So something that I noticed today is if you look at the sound settings, there's this slider for how much time passes between the songs. And I've had it cranked all the way down because I just want the music going forever, right? But it specifically says Fortress, and there isn't a similar slider for adventure mode. So I think it's just like defaults to like, there's some amount of time between tracks in adventure mode. And I don't have a way of fixing that. Also you're stuck. And you're over here. I told you I'm just done with technology today. From minute one, I'm just over it. Okay. Clan leader has banned exports. I guess I'm curious where our... Oh yeah, and then like... Unknown convict. I think that's someone who has left or has died, maybe? But I want to go to objects, and then this door. Yeah, it's just out here, right? It's just... Like, where even? There. Like, it's just there. That's just a thing that happens to artifacts when you retire and unretire. And I don't entirely understand why that's a thing. But it is. So I'm gonna put that door back because I put that door in the doorway of the person who made it, right? Are you still the person who lives there? It doesn't even say. It's a goblin cap door encircled with bands of goblin cap. It's not even like, it's not even worth that much. Well, it's called Lyra's Killer. And the person who lives here is Sin. So if I look at Sin, you are the creator of Lyra's Killer. Okay, so yes, you are still here. That is still your room. That part at least makes sense. I'm just gonna put the door back. That one. And that will be fine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put our furniture back in our bedrooms. We're just gonna do use closest. I'm gonna unpause. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Could also be my monitor. It always seems to amplify voice and dampen audio. Interesting. I mean, I try to have the voice be the more prominent thing. I try to have like the music should be like audible, but I don't want it to be like making it hard to hear, right? I don't know. It's a balancing act. So that's all good. And then here. And then I think up here? Yeah. And then I think one more floor? I mean, as few bedrooms as we made, like this is still like way overkill, right? So I guess we have more elves. The elves will take a bunch of these. And then, oh no, there is another floor. But did I put bedrooms here? I don't know if I have bedrooms on this floor. These are long stay bedrooms. These are medium stay bedrooms, and these are long stay bedrooms. 2 visiting scholars. Look at this. If we could just get scholars to like want to stay here permanently, that would be so good. Our doctor is here reading New Duel. One of our new dwarves is in here reading The Great Burn Post. And then Zazat is here reading a treatise on the struggle. And there's just a bunch of books here. How many books do we have now? We have 46 written objects, and a bunch of those are going to be copies, but that's an actual library. We got a whole dang library here. Sure, whatever. So then I'm gonna go back up to the top and do the cabinets. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we're gonna dig some more temples. I think we need to dig some more temples. And probably make some more clothing, honestly. And then up here. Who didn't get it? There you go. Three, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the bed's under the cabinet. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I not put chest down here? I did some of these, but not all of them. Okay, whatever. I clearly just missed some. then this floor is good. Okay. So then I want to look at like an empty bedroom. I didn't even turn these into bedrooms. But if I look here, there's a bunch of people who don't have bedrooms. Okay. So I'm going to manually assign these bedrooms. I think Mato's going to go upstairs. So we have this area down here. I never even turned those into bedrooms. So the original intent here was both of these squads having bedrooms here. But I think maybe the Shaken Elbows, now that it's, you know, not even a complete squad, maybe someday it will be complete again. But I think the Twinkles of Chill will have their rooms up here. But then everyone else is just going to continue living downstairs. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, if Nikon comes back. Yeah, like Inu. I think Inu's dead. Or no, like these are just the ones who have left. Like that's Nikon. Okay, so I'm gonna say that those are gonna stay. But I'm just gonna turn a couple of these others into bedrooms. I'm gonna say like here and here. So then that's for Mato. And then the other one is Ura? Because Rotom is there. Oh, and then Za is up here too. I guess that's fine. So I guess is Imbo up here. I'm gonna replace this with Imbo. And then I'm gonna find Imbo and remove your other room. Like so. So then Reg is there, Mato is there. Ura needs a spot. Right there. And you also have another room, so I'm gonna go unassign the other one. You move. So Ura is good. Rotom is there. And then Nikom is there. And then Imbo is there. Perfect. So that this squad is now here. Plus Za. Because why not? Then everyone else just gets the normal bedrooms down here. So I'm just gonna go through and find and see. These are like people who have left, but yeah, like Tuco. I'm gonna leave these assigned in case they come back. In case they ever come back. Like this one's just no one, so that's gonna be our new human. Servachi. This is for Amiva. This is for Malik. This is for Solore. Oh, that's a dead person. I don't think you still need a bedroom. Peklod? No, Peklod. Pidud is the one I'm thinking of. It's like, Peklod's not alive. Peklod's alive. Pidud is not alive. Now there's Ada. Vidane, Zazit. Ile. Ameli. And Itur. Now everyone has a bedroom. Now everyone has a bedroom. It's raining elf blood! The experiment's socializing all right. I mean, the ones who've survived. This one's kind of grumpy. You were healthy, though. I thought you were like... You are running around babbling. But you aren't, You aren't harrowed. I think you were harrowed before. Goblin Scholar. But they're in here. I mean, as far as experiments go, how many do we even have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 13. So about a quarter of the fortress is experiments. There are definitely more out on the world map that we're gonna wait for to return. I'm gonna hope. I guess, do we have like what about like stuck squads? I want you to... Okay. Thought it would tell me if there is a stuck squad. Weird how many just left. So most of them were in this squad, right? The shaken elbows. They should stay and breed. That's a very Dwarf Fortress sentence. They were in this squad, and we were sending them out to go do things, and they were generally being okay. But then, like, we sent them to go take over a goblin site, and they succeeded, but then a bunch of them just kind of disappeared. So it wasn't even that they just, like, left this fortress, they just kind of... I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. I'm hoping they just wander back. I'm also hoping that maybe we'll get a caravan, maybe we'll get a migrant wave. Maybe. I would love that. Oh, we should check on our goblin. How do you think our goblin's doing? That was Motto. Nope. You're sleeping in your bedroom, though. Oh, and then we need to put furniture up in here, too, because these are all just on the ground. Right, and then I'm not going to do them all. I was so ambitious when I made these bedrooms. That's what I get, right? I assumed we'd get a bunch of people, and that's why we didn't. If we go to equipment here, just fix it. You got stuff. Do I need to make you-size stuff? And I see they keep trying to grab each other's stuff. I don't really know what causes that either. Just prepared, true. We definitely have spare bedrooms. Okay, I am going to make a set of goblin-sized steel gear, just because. I'm just going to do steel breastplate, steel mail shirt, steel helm, steel gauntlet, steel greaves is what I've been doing, and steel high boot. And I just want one of each of those. And they're going to be sized for goblins. There we go. I might as well toss in some clothing too, right? While we're at it. I'm just gonna do cloth toga, cloth skirt, We'll say just normal size, and then cloth cap. We're just gonna say I can make like a dwarf size, because goblins, dwarves, and elves are all the same size. Humans are larger, kobolds are smaller. I'm gonna say these are like dwarf sized. We never found any dye. We still don't have any dye for our holding fortress. You're winded. I played with my pet. Why is our clan fixer just like constantly winded? Upper spine nervous tissue bruising. I wonder when that happened. A couple years ago. Compound fracture of left false rib repaired. Nice, okay. So you got a broken rib, and you're just gonna be winded forever. Wait, what? Excuse me? Kasserna? Who the heck was Kasserna? Oh, alligator attacks? What? Excuse me? How was there an alligator attack here? Is it because of... Did they like... Oh no. Oh no. There's a panda. Hey, look, a panda. There's one alligator, but it's in the water. Did one of those alligators crawl out of the water? They can't get in through fortifications, right? I'm assuming they didn't spawn in here. This is just aquifer. Oh my god, why? Tawat is... You're just a tantrumer, right? Starving, dehydrated, or drowsy. Oh, our pasture animals. Our 3 pasture animals want to be back in the pasture. Goat, a rabbit, camel, ram, snakes. How did... Okay, so you were interrupted by alligator here. You were interrupted by alligator here. Oh, that's terrifying. That is concerning. That is very concerning. Also, pandas probably are a bit much. Just out here hanging out. Grouchy in the rain, yeah. Even the pandas don't like the blood rain. Need a fence so you can be alligated instead of alligator. Oh, that's true. I would have thought the fortifications would have been enough. I know that you can get some weird issues with fortification. There's also that cat still here. I don't know how that ever happened. I know there can be weirdness about fortifications and like flowing water. Like water can push things through fortifications. But like, all the fortifications are above the water. I don't know if the game is like treating this as a river and spawning river life inside of our fortress. That'd be kind of bad. That'd be kind of bad. Yeah, look at them. They're all socializing. All the ex-prisoners are hanging out at least. There is work to do, you know. But look, we have leather. Oh my goodness. Okay, well that's one thing at least. I don't even know what happened to the... Why is there a colony of termites inside my fortress? How? I've never seen underground termites before. I continue to find very strange ways to break this game. Oh, we also need chests in our tavern and our hospital, don't we? That's a thing. Boop, boop, boop. We got a bunch of soap. We got a bunch of bees. This is not gonna work. Because the mud went away, because we retired. That is so silly. Is there a way to just make mud? Wasn't there a way to just make mud? Tile types. Discover properties. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. That took forever to happen too. Should I mean, I could put a hatch here and then like just tell them to like fill this with water until there's enough mud here. Oh, I could pump. Oh, we could pump. We're right above a river. Right, blah, 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 blah. We're right above a river. I'm just gonna pump the river up into here. And then I, of course, have made things very awkward here. I think what I need to do... Or no, I'll just do door here, right? I'll do a door here and here. And then... Is it like just barely not big enough? Or no, I guess I could. Or no, I would have to like take up these two tiles. Or these two tiles. I guess I could dig... Just dig like this. Hey look, it's autumn. Because then the pump would be here, it'd pump from here, and just pump into here. And we would just do that until there's enough water to make mud. Would that work? Is that how it works? Make bone crafts. We need bone. Yeah, that's all fine. So then... I have blocks. I don't have, like, tubes. I haven't been making any glass things. I could do, like, a metal tube. I'm making just literally one pump. What if I could do a platinum tube. I haven't even been making copper. I'm gonna do... Because we have a bunch of tetrahedrite, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say smelt tetrahedrite. Literally just the 10 of them. And And then what else do I need for a pump? So right, it's gonna go like this. Needs a pipe section, no access to a pipe section. Okay, so we'll make a pipe. It's a pipe, a block. What's the third thing? What's the third thing a pump needs? We also have our cave farm going, so we got plump, we got pigtails going, right? Plump helmets do not have seeds going, but we're good on food. I think we just haven't processed our existing plump helmets. And then we have this tree farm, which may eventually produce trees. It's got some space to make trees, right? 1, 2, 3. It's got 3 levels. I don't know if it needs more than that. This is all just still in there. It looks like the furniture is getting placed at least. Yay trees, hooray trees! Hooray trees that we don't have to go into the elf blood rain to harvest. That's really the main thing. And I guess our nobles can, or like the rest of our nobles can get furniture too. Since everyone else has it now. So you're good, you get 1. You get 1. You get 1. And then you get that, you get that, you get that. Yeah, okay. They're working on it. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. We should also be encrusting. Oh no. See, now there's another... Black Mamba's dead. But why is there an alligator right here? Why is there an alligator right here? That's not the same one, right? Is there still one out in the... No, there's only one, and you got yourself a name for killing a snake. In emotional shock. Okay, if this is just the 2 managed to get in somehow, then that's concerning, but we'll deal with it, right? Even if they spawned in here, I don't know how they couldn't just go through the grate. So let's just lock this door. I don't know how they would have crawled out of here. But I'd prefer that be the case over, like, us spontaneously spawning alligators in here for some reason. I think the snake and the dragon are going to be able to take care of it. Yeah. Thank you, dragons. I guess now we can get alligator leather. Okay, well, at least we didn't lose another citizen. We just lost a snake. I'm curious what happens to this. I hope someone cleans up the blood. Bleached Sneer. This alligator is named Bleach Sneer. So yep, you're gonna get butchered. I'll take it. Oh, game. Okay, I got a spinning wheel. Okay. Do you make skin? They might not make skin. They make scales. We can't turn scales into leather. We learned that with our snakes. Oh? A dwarven caravan! Oh my god. Oh my god, we have merchants. Oh my god, we have merchants. For the first time, we actually have a caravan and a trade depot at the same time. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is a good sign. It's a very good sign. They're gonna be grouchy when they get here, but that's fine, honestly. We have so many crafts. We can trade you so many crafts. Great success, it's not bugged, yes. That thing in particular is not currently bugged. Okay, now that also means, so like our created wealth here says 14,000, and that's wrong. That is very, very wrong, because we have not been able to train up our appraisal at all. So now it's our voice, right? Salak here. Salak is going to come here and gain some experience, and our reported wealth here is going to go up, and I think that's going to help us get migrants, maybe. Maybe you need to retire and pick it up to fix it. That's kind of my thought. That was kind of my anticipation. I don't know what caused it in the first place, and I don't know why that would fix it, but here we are. I'm also hoping that means maybe we'll get some migrants. Praise trading. Praise crafts. Praise rivers. I'm gonna say a lot of our stuff is not gonna be placed in our bins yet, right? Just have a bunch of empty bins, but here. Well, that's gonna be all clothing. Oh, all of our clothing is gonna be in the same. All of our clothing is gonna be in the same stockpile. So these are the craft shops, and then our clothing's being made down here. I'll look at all our pigtails. I think what I want to do is split this in half. So this is going to be like crafts. And then I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to make a new one. And this will be clothing. So you can take crafts of all types except for tools, but not silk or plant cloth. Or leather. Or yarn. I think that's how I'm going to do that. And then this is like the opposite. It is a finished goods stockpile. Yeah, like footwear, handwear, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to say not stuff made of stone or metal or gem, but only yarn, silk, plant cloth, and leather. And that will make moving bins to the trade depot easier. So I don't want to have to move it all individually, right? I wish they would come in here and actually do it, though. Maybe that's going to be how we do it, though. I'm going to say we're going to ignore the bins. If I just go to amulets, right? Just like we got stuff. We got stuff. Alligator bone amulets. Look at that. Kobold bone amulets. That's good. Great. Let's grab like the ones that there's a lot of. And then there's like bracelets. Where's my collapse all button? Shale, claystone, bauxite, microcline. Yeah, just do that. And then like crowns. Let's just bring the crowns. Also, my stomach is doing weird things, so I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick again. Next stream, she is so unconscious. Oh, I said it. Usually when I walk by, she has like one eye open and she's like, hey, I'm looking at you. I might look asleep, but I'm looking at you. But just now, she fully fell asleep. Okay. Hope you're okay. I'm okay. My stomach's being a little weird, but you know, whatever. Also, look what I see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Clearly this happened while I was AFK, but we just got migrants. It was 3 migrants. Is there any way to see who it was? I'm guessing they're gonna be kobolds. Who did we just get? Unless like maybe some of our squad members? No. No. Oh, but Mato figured out some gear. That's good. None of you are back. So we just got 3 people. How do I know who that was? Bring item to depot, and they're still working on that. Making bone crafts. Do we need more bone crafts? Do I just have bone craft going forever? Cabinets, steel bars, bone crafts. What is this going to? This is, as long as we have body parts, I think maybe I have more spare body parts on hand. Yeah, who was this? I recognize basically all of these names. These are visiting people. It's not gonna be anyone with a job, right? Because I did those manually. I'm wondering if it's like some of these. I remember Tara's. It's not gonna be any of you. It's not gonna be your clan leader. Could be this jeweler. Hello, Ryder, how's it going? I guess we could look. Yeah, so I think you've been here. I wonder who we just got. We just got a small migrant wave, which is like a small miracle. But I don't actually know who it was. So they're just already in here. We also just got a trade caravan for the first time in a very long time. Okay. Watch this. This says we have created 14,000 wealth. I'm going to click the trade button. They're still unloading. Oh goodness. Okay. But that already did a thing. Now it says 16,000. It should be way higher than that. It should be way higher. I hope they managed to unload all their stuff. Yeah, needs unrotten bone part. I don't need you to make more. There was a black bear as well. I don't need you to. As soon as I put that succession world into your Discord, Blind started his hilarious, of course. I do still need to take a look at that. It's been a busy week. The fact all the valuables are soaked in elf blood lowers the value. That could be. I mean, we washed them off, right? Surely. They're still unloading. See, this is like all my stuff. I hope they managed to successfully unload their stuff and allow me to trade. I'm also curious if our new migrants, oh, they probably haven't made bedrooms yet. That's how we check. Yeah, there we go. Zossi, Shadra, and Laura. Those are the 3 new faces. So we just got 3 more kobolds. I'm just gonna manually assign them. Oh, are they married? 2 of them are a pair. So we're gonna have to go look at. I have to go look at them. Zossi and Shadra. Right? Spouse Sadra. Yeah. They're just married. We just got a pair of lesbian kobolds to show up. And they're not even lovers. They're straight up married. It's interesting to actually find a married couple in the kobolds. It's usually like, we'll have a kobold who's married, has a spouse, but lives somewhere else, and then they have like a local lover as well. So actual local married couple is uncommon for us. And see, oh, you're probably from our other, yeah, you're from Leopardbends as well. Excellent. I like it. I think that's a good thing. You're still working on it. And they're working on sorting all of our crafts. Hopefully bins end up in here before you completely gridlock everything. Oh, I want to keep encrusting our statues as well. So we're going to encrust furniture with cut gems on repeat. Or no, these are all the ones that are already decorated. There's just this one. There's just this one left. Neat. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I hope they can figure it out. Dragon raid? Hi. We have dragons. We got your. We've been doing some weird stuff in this world. But yeah, we acquired some dragons through adventure mode and kind of brought them here. And I was kind of hoping they would procreate. They've been laying eggs, but none of them have been fertilized. Even though I know we have some male dragons. Like we have some male dragons, but they never end up fertilized. I wonder if it's because they're all like owned by different people. Can I say, so we have these that are not claimed by anyone. So what if I say like add one of the males to someone who owns a female one? Like this one here, Sazler? Is Sazler still alive? See, I don't know how many of them are dead either. With an H. Nope. Okay. I guess I could do, I have a female one too. I could do it the other way around. But I could do, like, do we still have Conneral? I feel like I remember that one dying. So how does it work that they're like... So you have an owner in the one menu, but in this menu you do not. Or pet of Conneral. But like, Conneral's dead. The Dungeon of Stars. Oh, that's a... I didn't realize that was their site government name. I do not know that it usually matter. I don't know. I don't know why they're not laying fertilized eggs. They were laying fertilized eggs in our other fortress, and we were making new dragons. But then we had like one set of triplets born here. The rest of these are ones that we brought with us. So what if I say this? I'm gonna say this male unnamed one. Oh, but because it's tame, but not war trained, so I can't assign it to someone. I think what we need to do is war train these three, even though our legendary animal trainer is dead. We're gonna train these three, and I'm going to assign all three to the same person. And then maybe that'll help. I mean, I could assign it even without war training. That's interesting. No, they are war dragons. Okay, so I'm going to assign the three of them to know, we could assign them to Reg. Who needs protection? Who needs a dragon escort? Maybe our peacekeeper? Should I give our peacekeeper dwarf a dragon escort? I had Auto Butcher unwatch them also, yeah. Well, yeah, so Auto Butcher is only watching the snakes. I should double check it, but it should only be watching the snakes. Passive aggressive peacekeeper, yeah. The doctor has the snakes, the peacekeeper has the dragons. I think I'm okay with this. I'm just gonna do these 3 ones. These are gonna be like the 3 young ones, right? So these go to ITEB. We'll see if this has any effect whatsoever. And then you could be a pet. It's interesting that I could not give you war training. But let's just check on Auto Butcher. We're only watching the Mambas. The cave dragons aren't even on here. So yeah, I don't think they're being slaughtered. I think they're just not laying fertilized eggs. I don't know why that would be the case. None of them are assigned to pastures or anything. They should be able to just roam around our entire fortress. Oh yeah, all our coins. Okay, I want to make sure that we're keeping an eye on this. No, really? Are they packing up already? Oh my god. Okay, well. We managed to get a caravan to show up. We did not manage to trade with them, but they did show up. I hope that means that our home civilization is going to show up next month as well. Or next season. Because the kobolds show up in the winter. And then they left. Those jerks. Those little dorks. Kobold yelling, do not kill the elves with a big freaking dragon. Yeah, exactly. We're protecting the elves here. We have this is like a refugee fortress. Oh, this is the Halleck tree. If you know what that means. You're gonna want peace. Trust me. Peace is the better option here. What are major problems with the fort right now? Well, the fact that we haven't traded yet at all. We just unretired, so we have all this stuff in our stockpiles that need to be collapsed back into their bins and such. We do not have very many people. We just came back from adventure mode and got a bunch of elf prisoners from a dwarven fortress, or not a dwarven fortress, a kobold fortress. Not a kobold fortress. Goblin. Goblin is the word I'm looking for. We went to a goblin castle, rescued a bunch of elves, and brought them back here. And now you can see they're just here in the in the tavern, listening to stories. They should be able to like do things. I used Makon to make them all actual citizens. So lack of population, lack of trading are like the biggest things. We are also in an evil forest. Are you overwhelmed by horror? See now... This horse is gonna get stranded because of the elf blood rain. Oh, look at boars again. Did you get abandoned? Did this horse get abandoned? What do I do about that? If this horse doesn't make it off the map, then that's gonna count as me stealing it. Which is gonna make the dwarves not want to come back. Oh. Yeah, go on. I've never had this happen. I've never had this particular thing happen before. Elf blood isn't so much a problem, but it isn't a perk either. Yeah, it definitely makes everyone very grumpy. So we're, yeah, overwhelmed by horror. Because of the rain? This horse is experiencing emotional trauma because of the rain. And has been abandoned by its caravan. Crazy looking for it. This has been the culmination of a lot of things. All the wiggly designs is from DF Hack. DF Hack's design tool is amazing. Oh, that was a boar. That one was a boar. A boar is a little bit more understanding than the rain. Can you get? No. Get. You need to leave. You need to leave, so I'm not responsible for you. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, now there's just a bunch of boars out here. We have necromancer experiments. We have monitor lizard man, intelligent undead, caravan tactician. We have a goblin friend now. You didn't manage to grab most of their stuff. And see, you grabbed that size thing, so you didn't even need a goblin size thing. So I don't know why you're being weird about it. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. Oh, look, a skunk! And then the boars have left. The boars are gone. Okay. Skunks don't like it here either. Oh, we were working on our farm up here. We were successfully farming up here because the aquifer put mud in here. But then we went in adventure mode and unretired, which removed the mud. So now we need to re-mud this. I made some copper bars, so now I should be able to make a copper tube. What is it called, a pipe? I'm just gonna do one of those. Good a few years, the fort will be the world exporter of umbrella and rain max. What's a rain mac? Is that like a poncho? That sounds like a British term. More dorks. Yes, more dorks. All the dorks, please. Need improvable furniture. Okay. That's fine. The rabbit has grown into a rabbit. Great. Good. Good. Oh, thank you for the follow, Spotted Tango. Yeah, this is what we're up to these days. Chillin' and playing Dwarf Fortress. Doing weird things and finding new ways to break this game. This stockpile clearly overloaded. But because the barrels need to be put back in here, I hope they can figure that out. I'm trying not to give them too much to do right now. Specifically because there's other things I want them to be working on. Don't have max. Yo, it's just like a long waterproof coat, so a poncho. Look up like there's ponchos, the garment, and then there's like rain ponchos, which is just a giant plastic condom that you put on you to not get rained on. Like a long coat. Yeah, it's exactly like a long waterproof coat, but it's like really cheap plastic. They're like borderline disposable. Really like Dwarf Fortress, but I suck at it. Well, I've said this to basically all of my viewers at this point, but I don't know. Playing Dwarf Fortress is not an exercise in being good at Dwarf Fortress. It's an exercise in knowing how to cope with Dwarf Fortress. Like, I learn new things every single time. Every single time we play, I learn something new and something different happens. It's fun to lose. It's fun to lose. We've lost so much. This fortress in particular had quite the tantrumer problem. I think most of our tantrumers have tantrumed themselves out of existence at this point. But it has definitely been a cause of death here. We maxed out at like 50. I want to say we maxed out like 50 here, and just we're slowly going down. And we just recently got our first actual migrant wave of 3 people, within the last hour. Okay, they're gonna work on this. They're gonna slowly work on this. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff still sitting here that they're gonna have to grab as well. At least they're close. That was on purpose. Rain mech isn't disposable like your rain punches. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now I want to look. Rain mech. Did you mean Rain Man? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, these are more like just jackets. Trench coat? Do you ever call them trench coats? These aren't quite trench coats. Some of these look kind of like trench coats. Had a great start with a waterfall, then the unspeakable came. Yep. We also have a waterfall here. Waterfalls are extremely powerful, in case you didn't know. Waterfalls are like borderline OP, in my opinion. But we just have we have an aquifer up here generating our water, and then we just have like the one stairwell that is constantly being waterfalled. And then it comes down to here, and then it just flows off the edge of the map. And that's been good. That has been doing stuff. See, these are just unfertilized dragon eggs. It's so interesting. I wonder, like, they have to move out of the way as people walk through here. Could that be? But sure didn't affect the snakes. A dragon is fighting a peregrine in here somehow. How did a falcon get in here? There's also cave swallows in the cave, but I don't care about those. Okay, well, that's the plus side of having a bunch of dragons wandering around your fortress. Is it's really hard for people to sneak in. I'll glance at your equipment again. You are slowly figuring it out. Now it is winter. Can we get a caravan that we can trade with? Please? Please? That is all I want right now, is a caravan that we can successfully trade with. Trenchcoat, definitely, but I think of them as more goth emo. Yeah. Usually not waterproof, or if they are, it's like leather. Yeah, totally. I would agree with that as what I picture as a trench coat. You're probably, it's the toga. But we should have togas your size. You should have access to togas. Another thing I want to work on right now is I think we need more temples. I think I need to designate some more temples. So here's the design tool. Just do stuff like this. I'm going to fill it. Nope, hold on. Hold on. This will just be a nice little temple here. Toga 2000. And then that'll be the entrance there. And maybe here too, this was a space for one thing, and then we kind of reappropriated it. So I think we're going to maybe just like put a door here. I'm gonna seal it off. I'm gonna say that this this hallway here is just gonna continue around. Right, just like that. And then I'm gonna say that we put a wall here. And then we're gonna dig out the rest of this. That'll be a temple. Nothing goes to waste. We have a temple down here. We have... I want to say this is one of these is a guild hall. The other is a temple. There's all these mined out veins. I'm still gonna leave this area over here for more nobles' quarters in case we ever get that many people. Starting to wonder if that'll ever happen. I think I need like another hallway back here. Maybe that's what we'll do. I'm gonna say start here, end up there. Nope, 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 nope. I think that will be fine. I think that works. And then I'm gonna say up here or down here. I'm gonna say up here. I'll squeeze into this corner here. Yeah, perfect. And then maybe down here. I guess we don't have any temples down here, do we? This is burial, this is jail, this is library, this is cloth production. I mean, there's no reason we couldn't just toss one down here. Maybe this hallway comes around. This is the edge of our map here. I think we'll just do that. And then... do I leave space in here for more production type stuff? Or do we just go for it? I might just go for it. I mean, there's room for more shops in here. This can expand this way if it needs to. I think we're gonna take up just a little chamber here for another temple. All right, just do it like that. Nice and out of the way. Oh, and our pump thing. Need to not forget about this. Can I build a pump? All right, I have a block. I have a corkscrew. I don't actually know where I got a corkscrew. That was the one I was forgetting about. And there's a pipe section. Perfect. It's a very strange layout, not the typical grid, not judging, just curious why I build this way. Kobolds! This is the second fortress we've made in this world. And both have been part of this kobold civilization. And this fortress is funny because, like, it's a kobold civilization, but, like, the kobolds are kind of in the minority at this point. There's like as many elf prisoners, like elf ex-prisoners as there are kobolds at this point. But it's still administered by kobolds, right? This is still a kobold endeavor. So I wanted to kind of do something different, right? I am like all of the fortresses that I've built up until now, up until these last two, have definitely been very grid-based, have definitely been very square. But I kind of set out a challenge for myself and said, I don't want to do a square fort. I just want to do something different. And the design tool kind of came out at basically the same time I was having those thoughts. Or it's really been fleshed out in the last year or two. So it's like now there's like an opportunity. I have a reason. Just wanting to do something different. Why not, you know? That's why. Because different. Because interesting. And like all of these, like I put down these hallways. All these hallways have been kind of just designed by me, but then we've also been finding veins, right? This is just an ore vein. So now it can be another hallway. And you would never know that it wasn't always a hallway, right? It looks exactly like the other hallways. I think that's a neat bonus. Like all this is all just free hallway. If we ever built up this high, that's just hallway now. Ooh. Oh, a dwarf prophet. Okay. I definitely want to see migrants. Lurkin / sleeping. Okay, have a good one, JM. Have a good week. I'm definitely in the mood for sleep. Hey, look, a meeting. I mean, the clan leader is sleeping, but but Josie here wants to meet. We should also do some more smoothing. Maybe that's what is that what our elves should do? Should our elves just go smooth everything? Or at least our new temples. I'm gonna say that we're gonna smooth our new temples here. Hopefully our elves can actually do stuff. And then here, nice funky looking shape. My original intention was for this to be like a kobold specific kind of design style, but now I'm like kind of in love with it. Now I'm like, am I ever gonna build a square fortress again? Why don't I just do stuff like this forever? The other thought that I've had, like kobolds wouldn't do this, but maybe a dwarf fortress would do stuff out of like just circles. Like instead of blobs, maybe we have like a circle fort. But I think that's gonna be, I think that's either a dwarven thing or maybe a human thing. I think it's a dwarven thing. But you could make something really geometric as well. Like the design tool can just do circles. Like, it would be very easy to make just a gigantic circle fort. And I think that might happen someday. And then, yeah, this is all fine. And this was like, there's like a bunch of coal in here as well. Was there more down here? Did I not do one on this floor? Or forging floor? Oh, a strange mood. It's been a minute since we've had a strange mood. Yeah, I just didn't do one on this floor, I guess. I think maybe this is a temple? Maybe this? This hallway is also, like, not really necessary. This was a vein. I think maybe what I'm gonna co-opt is this hallway. I'm gonna say it's part of this new temple. And we'll just put a wall here. Nope, not that one. And then make a wall. And we'll just put it like here. I'm gonna do like here. And then we need to make a spot for a door. For that, we can just do like this, right? That's just... That's easy. Oh, come on. Oh, I have to wait for that to be made. Moody Dwarf is working, and by dwarf we mean kobold. Peculiarly secretive. What'd you grab? You grabbed 2 magnetite and tiger irons. Tiger eyes? Tiger irons. What's a tiger iron? Is that different from a tiger eye? Tiger iron. Unremarkable low-value gem. Tiger irons are related to tiger eye and cat's eye gems, where iron striations in the stone give the appearance of a tiger's stripes. Today I learned. I know for me, it's about staying organized for sure, keeping track of my production versus things like storerooms, but I can see how that gets vanilla quick. Yeah, to an extent. Hey, look. For context, I've been playing this game for like 13 years. So like a lot of like the normal gameplay loop, I'm pretty confident in. So, you know, finding ways to make it weird is definitely part of what I enjoy, because there are a lot of ways to make it weird, right? There's really no limit to things you can do to just kind of screw things up. So I don't know. Yeah. I really like the nitty gritty management aspect of this as well. But I've also gotten like, I've gotten pretty comfortable with it, I guess I'll say. Rockareller, a magnetite weapon rack. Neat. Let's put it in the treasure hole. Weapon rack. Marble. Yeah, that one. Just put it down there. Yeah, I've never heard of tiger iron before. It's a tiger eye with iron, which I guess makes sense. As much sense as anything else. Well, they're slowly getting it. You all need to... Okay. Yeah, whatever. Just do the thing. Okay. Oh, we made more scroll rollers. Did I need more scroll rollers? I guess we have been writing stuff. It's possible we need more scroll. Oh, we need chests in here. Duh. Duh. More lenses. So how many books do we have now? We have like 43? 56! Oh my goodness. Should I assign a scholar at this point? Should we have a dedicated scholar? We have a bunch of elves. Do one of our elves want to be their... No. If one of you elves can get, like, kind of okay at some sort of intelligent skill, I'll dedicate you as a scholar, but until then, you're gonna have to impress me first. Okay, and then this is getting done. Just be a little overly persnickety. And we have people who can smooth, right? Oh, it is happening. Okay, it's just happening up here. Doors? Dwarf Scholar. See, y'all are all just hanging out. Like, you're a member of my fortress. But I don't know that they're taking jobs. Have you done anything? Have you done anything useful? Have our elves done anything useful? You're all listening to stories. You're meditating, you're doing nothing. You're reading. You're socializing. They're not doing anything. How do I make them do things? I brought them here because we don't have very many people to do things. But now they're not doing things. Like, even you. This is a prisoner that we rescued, but you're also a kobold. But you're a member of our fortress. You're a member of our civ. You used to belong to the other kobold civilization. How do I get them to do things? Like, everyone should be hauling. What if I say, like, you are assigned to be a hauler? No, now you're storing. Okay. Do I need to just... I mean, I don't know that I want to say only selected. But I am gonna say that all these people that we rescued as prisoners, you were here before. Because we had one kobold, one dwarf, and one human. I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to say there was a little bit more. But maybe not. Mato also, but Mato's going to be a soldier. I'm going to say everybody does this, but the elves especially are going to do this. Does that... Oh, yeah. Did that just kick you all out to go do stuff? There we go. Okay. The elves, they do nothing. It's interesting that I had to, like, actually tell them to get off their butts. But they have gotten off their butts. Now they're gonna, like, clean and stuff. Huh. Alright. Alright, I'll allow it. So I want to pump some water in here. But it's gonna just flow back out, right? So I guess I need to do like this. And then a wall like this. I think we can pump through a grate. And it'll just kind of flood in here. The doors will keep it good. And then when we're done, I'm just gonna tell someone to open the door and it'll flow out. Hey, look, another dwarf scholar. It's already late winter. Oh, I want... Come on, caravans! Come on, migrants. Okay, and then Reg is gonna go make a scroll. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna tell someone to manually pump this. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. Assuming anyone is able to pump. Now they're all smoothing. Okay, maybe that just like unstuck them. They just needed to get the message. Like, hey, congratulations, you're rescued. Everything's good now. Get to work, please. That seemed to work. Okay, here you come. Nope. Or can they... They have to get to this square. Oh, what have I done here? Really what I need to do here. Okay, I'm going to remove this wall and this wall. And just put in a stairwell so we can access it from above. Right, and then I'll remove the floor. Or no. Can I build stairs into here? No, must remove construction. Okay. Maybe... I don't want to have to remove the pump. Do I remove the pump? Production mandate in your deadline. Oh, do I need to pay attention to one? You want scepters. You always want scepters. There should just be a general rock crafts things going. Maybe it's inactive. I think what's gonna happen is we do... Nope. I'm going to dig a stair down like that. And we're gonna have walls to make this safe again. So I'm sure there's just some random owl that wants to find us. Oh, and then of course now you're stranded. Okay, can you just do that while you're standing there? I guess we can also do this up here. So that goes like that. Now you're just stuck here until someone rescues you. Someone can get here. I know you can get here. What? I do have a dedicated beekeeper. I don't know why you're up there doing that. There should be no reason for this to not work. It's top priority. It said top priority. Like, why? And then, okay, so for the bees, I have a dedicated beekeeper. Only selected do this. Did I lose a beekeeper? Who was my beekeeper? Reg is a proficient presser. Oh, I see. Novice beekeeper. I don't know why everyone's doing it. We had a dedicated beekeeper. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna do it like this. And of course, now this is all gonna be wet, which is gonna like completely negate the point. Oh, what a mess. So I'm gonna put a wall there, I'm gonna put a wall there. And then I need to put a floor here. No access. You lie? Oh, you just started pumping. Okay. Stop pumping. You've done enough. Oh, okay. Now it's gonna drain out, and then we're gonna lose a kobold. Uh-huh. I was close to a waterfall. Hi. We just washed 2 people out. This is good. This is good. I can make a stairway down. How about, okay, we're going to very quickly dig. Can I just do like this? I didn't think it would fill up that fast. That's what we get for going at 90 frames. Come on. Was that was Etour, okay. I'm not gonna get to them in time. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I just did that. Hi. The cat has been activated. Okay, well, the water's gonna drain out on its own. There's nothing to do about it now. Hey, look, there's mud now. I mean, we did fix that part. It just cost 2 lives. One of them being a creator of a thing. Ugh. You were a legendary something, I think. If I had remembered to turn off the pump designation before we made this floor, then we would have been fine. This could have been fine. And it was not. Creature. Now the cat's gonna try to eat everything. Hey. Okay. Cat. No. No, no, no. Okay, I'm back. I cannot deal with both of those things at the same time. Okay. So we do need to put walls in here because other people can still get washed away. No access because now it's just all flooded. And of course you need to dig that so you can build that. Can you can't get up to the ceiling until this is drained. I am so mad. That makes me so mad at me. I only have myself to blame. Yeah, clother. I'm pretty sure that was a good clother. Oh my god. So that's the major problem with this fortress. Just slow descent into this. And see, now you're coming to build something, but you're gonna build up here, right? So you're going up there, and now we just found, yeah, so now we just found those 2 corpses. We're gonna have to make some slabs. Totally didn't get our home caravan. Totally didn't get more migrants. Okay, I think this is enough. The water has drained enough that it's not dangerous. And of course, I guess we need to dig there too so we can build that. Oh my god. Twas among my dumber mistakes. But now we can farm again. You're doing raspberries. Let's do carrots. We only got 3 kinds of crops. So I'm trying to think of how this is going to work if/when we have to do that in the future. I think getting in here from above makes more sense. Because you stand here, you pump from here, you pump into here. There would just be no one in here while you're pumping. And then the pumper can stop and then go up and then out. And then I guess they would have to get down through there. That's the thing, isn't it? Which isn't that big of a deal, but is kind of annoying. Can someone do this? Please. There we go. Back down to 41. We cannot maintain a population in this fortress. This fortress is just straight up cursed. This is possibly the most cursed fortress I've ever had. It's like, I've had fortresses where bad things happen, right? Bad things happen all the time. But even in the fortresses where like the most dramatic bad things happen, I can still get like 100 people in there. I can still maintain a population. I can still attract migrants. That is not the case with this fortress. Okay, well, this is all sealed up again, right? I'm gonna close off the roof. So when someone wants to pump, they go up the stair, through the bees, down here, and they pump from here. I think what I want to do, just to clean this up a little bit, I'm going to say that our stairwell is going to be like down here instead, so that it's outside the door. And then I'll wall that off. And then remove and... not remove, I guess I would floor that in. Okay. That seems better. So now someone can get up and over and in here without entering this room. I think that's good. Like all... what a mess. What a mess. But it works. We're gonna call that good. Slabs. Let's make slabs for these two. Wait. Who are you? Where, Oh, some of these are from old age. Clother found dead, Etur found dead. So we haven't even found this corpse yet. This must have just happened. You're a miner. Oh my god, I lost another miner. We do still have 2 legendary miners. Do we have another dwarf? So we have our peacekeeper dwarf. Here's a dwarf. Guess what? Here's a pick. Get to work. Okay, well, I need to make 3 slabs. Or engrave 3 slabs, I should say, because we have slabs. It's those 3. Add. Oh my god. That was dumb. That was dumb. Oh, that was so dumb. You've been promoted. If it undeletes, run. Start digging. Uh-huh. I think we still have engravers, right? I've been trying to train up an engraver. I have a grandmaster and a proficient engraver. So we'll do some engraving in our new temples here. Oh, that all seems fine. This all seems fine. There's this one. Some bedrooms are going to get some free engravings here. Oh, we should do some in here too. Why not? Oh, and then we don't actually open up that wall there. Okay, and then that's that floor, and then we never finished smooth. Oh, because we were still digging. I remember. And you're good. Gonna have a bunch of statues to place. Doot. You're all good. And there's squirrels in here? Yeah, perfect. Okay. Powers of sums, my love. Now that's a nerd. Someone's in our library making power towers. And no one else in the world even knows what that means. Good enough. Okay. The engraving will slowly happen, and then we will enter in our statues. All of this has been collapsing nicely, so that's good. The blocks still need to get put away, but that's fine. We even have a couple instruments. We got like 2 instruments? We have 1 instrument and 1 poet. I don't think that poet plays that instrument. And we're gonna have a bunch of... So these are the honeycombs that still have honey in them, right? Right? Because then the wax cake is something different. Right? Because this is giving... This is taking from the harvested honeycomb. Yeah, okay. I think that's correct. What are you up to, Imbo? There's no value in all this scheming I see these days. Yeah, the kobolds probably do some scheming. And a scholar. Not migrants, just a scholar. We probably have our slabs to place. That one. That one. That one. I think that's all of them. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Should I make statues? Do they get platinum statues as well? I guess we've been doing it for all of our deaths, right? And I think we have plenty of platinum still. I'm gonna say do 1 platinum statue. No, no, stop. Pause. Related to historical figure is what I want to do, but I need to remember what their names are. Platinum statue. Platinum statue. And then here we have a Wysaz. My phone don't want to cooperate either. I'm so done with technology today. So the first one is YSAS. Cave Blob, born in 1972. That might be the right one. Day Glimmers, yeah. I'll double check that. Yeah, okay. And then we have Siren Ospalaler. And then the last one was Etur, which is a very common name, so there's gonna be a bunch of those. What was your last name? You are Asdugzas. This one. Cool. Do that, please. No one else get in the river. I don't think I've ever had so many people claimed by just a river before. Because we have... it's 5 people. We've lost 5 people to this river. These are boars. That's a turtle. That's a boar. But, like, these are citizens. This is trash. So this is in there on purpose. This was a tantrumer. This was an accident. And then there's these 3. So yeah. And now we're out of seeds again. So hooray. What a fortress. What a weird fortress. We got some black mamba tallow. Maybe I'm gonna assign these new temples 2 temples, and then I think we'll call that good. It's just gonna be a big old meeting area. Right, and then this is a new temple. We have 3 for the invisible scars, 2 for Shalstow, 1 for Emin Hot Knight, which is still just a great name. The Cult of Renown, interesting. That's a new one. Dylal, the Goldenrod Beams, that's a new one. Ison. I don't recognize most of these. And they're all worshipped by one person. Death and Murder, the Ghost of Bone. That's a very good one. Ormol, the God of Games. Oh, here we go. 8 for that one. Peace and Thunder. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Look how many there are. Look how many gods are worshipped by one person. This was not the case. Did not used to be the case. So there was one with 8, wasn't there? You get a temple. And this becomes a temple. The Hall of One-Tile Shrines. You know, that's not a bad idea. Just give them a spot. Just put like a statue. Like 2 tiles, like one spot to stand, 1 spot for a statue. Not a bad idea. You have 3, the Shady Sanctum. So these are all occupied now. These are all good. We got that here, which needs some doors. Right. Anyone else more than 2? Oh, there's 3. Okay. You're good. And then there was 1. Here we are. New temple. Muck and fire. Interesting. Death, war, and victory. Birth and rebirth. Anything else more than 2? Oh, luck, gambling, and games. Sure. The amusing cathedral. And then there's 1 more here. And then a new temple. Just go from the bottom. I also haven't done any temples for like actual churches. All of them so far are just for gods themselves. Toulon's a pretty popular god in this world, I'm pretty sure, even if not in this fortress right now. Definitely like the dwarven god of crafts. I think I'm going to say Toulon. The Gamba faith. It's just a bunch of gacha machines. I do like the idea of a bunch of little shrines. Where would we put that? Where would we put a series of tiny shrines? Could do like out here, but I guess I want to keep that space a little bit. We could go like out here. It's definitely not going to be very central. Could do like in here. Do like a little honeycomb of little shrines. Could also do in here. Like up here. Or even on this floor, really. This is like our main floor, quote unquote. It's got like our primary undedicated temple. And our tavern and all our food junk. So it makes the forest evil. The forest is evil because there's a goblin fortress. Like, directly next door to us. Certain sites, so sometimes some kinds of evil landscape exist just naturally as the world is created, but there's other types of evil landscape that emanate from evil sites like necromancer towers and goblin fortresses. And that's what this is. This is a forest that has a goblin fortress inside. So it has become evil. That's my understanding, at least. I think... think maybe down here. I think this is going to turn into a little network of shrines. I'm just going to do like maybe little 2x2s. Like you got a spot for a statue, an altar, and then a person to stand. Necro was what I was thinking. Those are also nearby. Casual about bodies. Oh yes, we are not in a reanimating biome. That is definitely a thing we established very early on. This is not one of those kinds of evil biomes. Thank goodness, because yes, we would be in a different kind of trouble right now if that were the case. What if I do like little bits of 3? Like a statue, an altar, and a place to stand. Right, trying to pick places that can be given doors. And then or no. This is where I get fiddly. Sometimes I get fiddly. Right, so then door there, door there, door there, door there, door there, door there. And then do like this. Oh, but I'm not gonna be able to get to you. So you don't go there. Right? Door, 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 door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 shrines right there. And now it's summer. Which I think is as good a note as any to wrap up on. We'll dig this out and get it all furnished next time. We'll just go ahead and tell them to start on it. And then, yeah, I think we're okay. We have 3 grumpy faces now. Ketes is definitely the one that was that way before. You are drunk. But like, what's... Despair dwelling upon being caught in freakish weather. So like, the blood rain doesn't like physically harm us in any way, but it makes everyone so grumpy. It has other effects. I think I'm good. I think I've wrestled with this enough for today. Yeah, thanks for joining me on this journey here. My shinies are always crooked. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going on this. Come by on Thursday and we're gonna continue from right here. Come by on Saturday, we're gonna work on Tunic. I'm excited to get back to Tunic. It's been a couple weeks since I've been able to like stream on Saturdays. So come by on Saturday. We're going to work on Tunic. Possibly, I'm not going to say it. I'm not even going to say it. We're quite deep into Tunic. I know what things say now. That if that tells you anything, I can read. I've learned how to read in Tunic. Tunic is fun. I beat that one. Made me cry. It's a whole dang thing, ain't it? So hyped for Tunic. I am very excited for Tunic. Come by for that. And then come by next week for more Dwarf Fortress. That's what we're doing. That's what we do here. Today's episode was brought to you by Little Lizards. Look how cute they are. Look how much work they get done. And by all the viewers like you. Push on all the buttons down there and hanging out live, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in the VODs. All that stuff. That's the little lizards that I'm chasing these days. So I appreciate being here and hanging out with me. Keeping me from going insane too quickly. I definitely feel insane right now. Especially washing out like 2 legendary people into a river for no reason. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be laying awake in bed tonight thinking about that. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I hope you stay